Hello and welcome back to the recording class for this week. And today's lecture is about script to refine animation. Before we start, I want to give a little bit explanation of definition about it. So a script to refine animation is a set of what I can call is a skill in enhance the quality of an animation. So a good infographic, either is a static infographic or video infographic, doesn't consist only text. It should be the perfect marriage between the text and visual. Icons are the perfect way to represent the text visually because they're minimalistic while still providing the perfect visual balance for your content. So here I list the advantage of using the icon in any document, either for your presentation or for your infographics design. So the first one is enhanced visual appeal. Icons are visually appealing and can add a touch of creativity and design for your infographics or design. They can help break up the large chunk of the text and make the overall of the design more engaging and more eye-catching. For sometimes it also can create a jaw-dropping effect to your viewer. The second one, icons are easy to remember and can help the audience to retain the information better. Studies shows that the visual, including the icon, can help increasing the memory, retention and recall. And then the last one is language independent. So icons are universal language and you can easily understood. Our viewer can easily understood by viewer from a different culture and language. This make them an ideal choice for your presentation of information, either in infographic style of design or the just ordinary presentation. So here in this lecture, I will talk about step by step on how to get the best icon or symbol or visual representative that represent the text or a sentence or a phrase that you have. Bear in mind, this topic is important for your final project later on. Okay, the first step is identify keyword from the script. Okay, here is an example of a passage or a mission statement that we will try to create an icon over it. Throughout the years, we also enhance our workplace policies to promote better work-family balance and equal sharing of care responsibilities. So which one are the keywords? And the answer is, you can see that promote better work-family balance, and the second one is equal sharing of care responsibilities. Then after we gain the keyword from the passage, we can then generate an idea or maybe we can find a suitable icon for it. We continue with the second step, which is search for the common design to generate idea. So I will show how I'm gonna find it from the internet to gain the idea to create the icon. So here in the Google image, we can search for the work family balance, and then we put a flag. Why? Because we want to search the suitable kind of cartoon or kind of clip art image that kind of trend nowadays. So if you just put the work family balance without flag, what happen? You can see the image also, image or just ordinary. But specifically when you put flag, it will come out the result with a flat illustration. So you can see the work kind of nice over here. Here also it's kind of complicated but still minimalistic. The one is for work family balance. The second one, we try to search for the sharing and then we put flat using a Google. And then what happened right now, you can see that most of it is real image or photo image. So here is my tips. You go for the tools and then you change it to the clip art. Then you can see a sharing illustration. then you can gain the idea from it. Step 3, we develop the style of frame. So once you choose several icon or design or illustration just now that need to be present for your passage or your text, you will encounter the most crucial part of choosing the trending or most reasonable of frame style. It is a final look of what you will put in your design, so it's very crucial and important. So style frame are visual representation which will show the final look of the final animation. So usually the designer will provide several options for the client to choose from. Okay, so in this example we have a 3 option. So let's say we choose this icon for the work balance, or maybe client choose it for you as a designer, and then you have to create 3 type. So the first one is just ordinary flag with the pastel color involved in it. You can see that only the color, there's no grain or no effect to it, just ordinary color, just a plain color, and then they're using a pastel color over here. So the second one is quite complex with the gradient color scheme. You can see here is a little bit yellow compared to this one, it's darker yellow. Same goes to the briefcase over here. So the third one is quite popular. If you plan to use it, try to use only one color for your design. So for example, if you design an annual financial status for a big company, the icon should be synchronized all over the document. Next is a preparation for the animation. So if you design your illustration by your own, you can start grouping into the categories to animate. If you download it from the internet, you also need to start grouping back for your next step. For example, you can see maybe the stickman over here is grouped into one category, the briefcase itself is into one category, or maybe the star is a one category, and the love shape heart over here is a one category because you want to create the animation to it. The wording over here, you can combine it together, or maybe you can separate it, life and work over here. Okay, next is the animate, which is a step 5. You animate your vector illustration. So here is the 4 level of animation that I create to give you understanding about the level of the animation. So the first one is noob, and then amateur, and then fair, and then the last one is advanced. So let's see what kind of level that I mentioned here. So the first one is noob level, so it's like just like a PowerPoint presentation animation. Then the second one is start to pop up. Each of the animation is start to pop up. And then the third one is start to pop up each of the element on it. So this one is level 3, and then the advanced level is start to create the, it's like they create the entertaining to the viewer. You can see that the seesaw and the character is like falling down. So animation just now is created by using Adobe After Effects. You can try to look at YouTube for the tutorial, and then if you have a problem, maybe you can ask me how to create the animation. So the 4 level just now, to me, there's no right or wrong in choosing the level of animation, because you need to know your audience. For example, if your audience is veteran people or old people, the suitable animation may be the level 1, or the animation should not be too many or no animation at all, because too many animation will distract all this or eldest people to focus on the main objective of our presentation. So here is the important notes for the animation. You need to separate the layer in Illustrator or Photoshop, and then animate the asset with a different style and timings. Following the principle of animation is a big bonus. What I mean here is you need to gain your own experience. That is a big bonus for you. You know the animation, you know the principle. Once you have a lot of experience. And the last one is always play with the graph editor, because the all animation software have this feature. Play with the graph editor, you can understand the graph editor compared to the where you watch your own animation itself. Okay, so the bonus tip only for this class only. Try to stick the same style of your animation in order to ensure the design consistency and the clean or professional look. Make sure you guys stick to the one icon style throughout your design. For example, if you choose an outline design or outline style, then stick to that. I will show you the example after this. Or if you stick to the icon with a flat design, then only use the type of the whole design for your infographic or your presentation. So here is the example of the icon. You can see that the flat style, flat with the shade style of icon. So the difference between these two is this one is just a flat design with maybe 3 or 4 color. So different between this one is we can see that they create the shadow or the shade of each of the icon. So it create the quite a 3D effect to it. Okay, the second style is the outline. This one is number 1 style. This one is second outline style. Notice that they're using a dash style of outline. You can see that it's macam putus-putus sikit, right? The line is putus-putus. That's why we call it a dash. During my time, this style is quite popular, and even the MDEC, Malaysian Digital Economy, also using this type of icon during that time lah. But nowadays they already changed it after a few years using it. And then we have a isometric style of icon, and then the 3D style of icon. Make sure if you use this type of icon that I mentioned just now, you need to maintain the same style over your design. Okay, so this is the example. In this infographic, there is a certain logo that use a different style. This one share the same style of icon, while this one, these two icon share a different style. It is a outline icon and a 3D icon, so it create chaotic to your design, and it's kind of messy to your design when you put the different type of icon. So what you have to do, you have to change it, and then when you change it, the design quite pleasant to your eyes, and especially to your viewer when you see the icon. That is my tips for my class, only for my class, for you guys to gain the experience in creating a best icon for the final project. So that's all, folks, and thank you for watching, and see you in the next class. Bye bye.